Picture this. A fast growing company spent 6 months and 4 engineers wiring everything to one platform. Then they realized the other one fit their team far better. Now they are locked in. That is the cost of picking wrong here. Two strong platforms, Databricks and Microsoft Fabric. Both are excellent, but the wrong pick buys your team years of friction. So we will not choose by hype, we choose by fit architecture, scaling, governance, ecosystem, and your team. By the end, you will have a decision matrix, a decision tree, and 3 worked scenarios you can apply on Monday. Let me be honest with you first. Both platforms are mature. Both run serious production workloads at real scale. Both have strong, opinionated designs behind them. So there is no universal best here. There is only the best fit for your workload, your ecosystem, and your team. Say that one out loud. Best equals best fit. And a quick filter for you, anyone who tells you one platform always wins is selling something. Keep that in mind as we compare them fairly. Take a look at this matrix. One screen, every axis that actually matters. Architecture, scaling, governance, ecosystem, persona pricing model, and sweet spot. Here is how to read it. Read down a column to understand one platform end to end. Read across a row to compare a single trait head to head. This is the slide to screenshot. One caution though, the specifics evolve fast on both sides. Always confirm the current details on each vendor's docs before you decide. Now let us walk these rows one at a time. Start with architecture because everything flows from it. Databricks is a lakehouse, Spark Compute running over open Delta Lake tables in your own cloud storage across AWS, Azure, and GCP. Fabric is an all-in-one software suite, data engineering, warehouse, and business intelligence, all unified on one lake storage. Here is the mental model. Databricks is a best-of-breed engine you assemble yourself. Fabric is an integrated suite you simply switch on. That one difference shapes how each one scales, governs, and prices. Let us see scaling next. Scaling and operations split the same way. With Databricks, you size clusters and let them auto scale, plus serverless options when you want them. That means more control and more knobs to turn with Fabric. You allocate one managed capacity, the whole suite shares that capacity across every workload, hands off by design. So picture a spectrum. Databricks sits at more control and more tuning. Fabric sits at more managed and more simple. Neither is wrong. It depends on how much your team wants to operate versus just use. Now, governance and ecosystem, where the gap gets real. Databricks governs through Unity Catalog over open Delta tables running across AWS, Azure, and GCP. Fabric governs through Microsoft Purview, native to Azure and deeply wired into Power BI and Microsoft 365. And here is the decisive part. If your organization already lives inside Microsoft, Fabric's integration is a genuine advantage. Identity, reporting, security, all already connected. That is not marketing, that is real, measurable, low friction value for a Microsoft shop. Pricing models split cleanly too. So let us compare the models, not the prices. Databricks is consumption based. You pay DBUs for compute plus your underlying cloud compute and storage. It rises and falls with usage like a meter. Fabric is a capacity unit, SKU. You reserve a capacity tier and the whole suite draws from that pool. Think of it as a fixed size tank shared by everyone. So consumption flexes with your workload. Capacity is a predictable pre-committed pool. Prices change constantly. So we focus on the model. So which pricing model fits you? If your work is bursty, engineering heavy and variable, consumption wins. Databricks scales tightly to the actual work you run. If you have steady mixed analytics and business intelligence for many users, capacity wins. A reserved Fabric capacity is predictable and shared across everyone. And what if you are mixed? Here is the open secret. Many organizations run Fabric capacity for their analysts and Databricks consumption for the heavy pipelines. You do not always have to choose just one. Let us turn all of that into a simple decision tree. Start at the root. What is your dominant workload and what ecosystem are you in? Branch 1, heavy data engineering or machine learning multi-cloud, and you want best of breed Spark, that points to Databricks. Branch 2, a Microsoft centric org, analyst plus Power BI, and you want one integrated suite, that points to Fabric. Branch 3 is the overlap case, both are in play. Then let ecosystem gravity and your dominant persona break the tie. Now let us pressure test this tree on 3 real scenarios. Scenario A, meet a team of data engineers and data scientists, heavy Spark, pipelines, constant model training, all running on AWS. Walk it through the tree. Engineering and machine learning heavy multi-cloud. Wants best of breed. The likely fit is Databricks, mature Spark, notebooks, MLflow, Open Delta, and it is not tied to a single cloud. And the deciding factor, best of breed engineering and machine learning plus multi cloud freedom, simply outweighs with integration for this team. That is a clean, confident call. Scenario B is the mirror image, an Azure and Microsoft 365 shop, analysts everywhere, and Power BI is already the reporting standard. Run it through the tree. Microsoft Stack analyst led, wants it integrated. The strong fit is Fabric. One suite, one lake, native Power BI, enter identity, and almost no new tooling to learn. And the deciding factor, integration with the existing Microsoft estate beats assembling best of breed parts. For this org, low friction is the whole point. Scenario C is the one that trips people up, a mixed enterprise, heavy engineering and machine learning in one group, broad analyst, business intelligence in another, Azure leaning but not exclusively. So what is the answer? Realistically, both Databricks as the engineering and machine learning platform, Fabric for self-service analytics and business intelligence. And here is why that works. They read and write the same open tables, so you optimize per persona instead of forcing one winner on everyone. It is not always either or. Let us also cut this by workload, because workload is the cleanest signal heavy Spark, ETL, streaming and model training. Databricks is purpose built for exactly that, self-service analytics and dashboards for business users. Fabric with native Power BI really shines there, and mixed Lakehouse plus warehouse plus business intelligence in one place. Fabric integrates all of it out of the box. Databricks can do it too, just with more assembly on your side. Match the platform to the work and the choice gets obvious. Now cut it by team and ecosystem, which matter more than any benchmark. Your existing cloud commitment, your identity system, and your business intelligence tools. Those weigh more than raw speed numbers. So ask yourself a simple question. Are you a Microsoft shop with Power BI, Azure, and Entra? Then Fabric's integration is a real low friction advantage. Or are you multi cloud with a strong Spark and machine learning engineering culture? Then Databricks travels with you and goes deeper. Your team's gravity is the strongest signal you have. Let us be fair and name where each one genuinely wins. Databricks wins on best of breed Spark and machine learning, Open Delta, multi cloud freedom, and deep engineering tooling. Fabric wins as one integrated suite with native Power BI and one lake and very low friction for Microsoft centric analysts. And both share one quiet win, open table formats. Your data is not trapped in either one. That portability is your insurance policy. It lowers the stakes of this entire decision. Now let us be just as honest about the friction. Databricks has more pieces to assemble and tune. It is less turnkey for pure business analyst, self-service. Fabric is the younger of the two and is evolving fast. And its deepest value assumes you are inside the Microsoft cloud. But here is the one that catches everyone. Either way, capacity and consumption cost needs active management. Leave it unattended and the bill creeps up quietly. Cost discipline is not optional on either platform. Now, a trap I have watched smart teams fall into, picking by demo glamour. A slick keynote demo is engineered to dazzle you. Treat it like an advertisement, not a benchmark. Because the only test that actually matters is this: your workloads, your users on your data, not the vendor's curated dataset. So before you commit the whole organization, run a small proof of concept, one per persona. Let the results decide, not the stage lighting. And never forget the migration reality. Switching platforms later is real. Expensive work, retooling pipelines, retraining teams, rewiring business intelligence and governance. So do not pick for this quarter's demo. Pick for the next few years and your team's center of gravity. There is good news here though. Open Delta and One Lake lower your data lock-in significantly. But the tooling and the skills still carry a switching cost. Choose like you will live with it for years because you will. Let us pull everything onto one reference card. You can keep engineering and machine learning multi-cloud best of breed, that is Databricks. Microsoft Stack analysts want it integrated. That is Fabric on pricing, bursty variable compute points to consumption. Steady shared analytics points to reserved capacity, and a mixed org often runs both. And one rule above all of it: always pilot on your own workload per persona. Weigh ecosystem gravity and switching cost over any benchmark. Screenshot this one and bring it to your next planning meeting. So let us bring it home. You now have the matrix, the decision tree, and the honest trade offs. You can decide on fit, not on hype, with real confidence. That is exactly how an architect makes this call. Going deep on Databricks. The full Databricks platform course builds it properly, and the link is below. And subscribe for more architect level comparisons like this one. One last thing, Databricks, Fabric, or both, which did you pick and why? Tell me in the comments. I read them.